been the last couple of years. Maurice Green has won this race twice in the last 2 years, both barely wind-aided in phenomenal times. There probably won't be over the allowable wind here, so if he puts up a fast time, it'll probably be legal.
And now they're in the hands of the starter.
Somebody put their hand up. I don't think anybody will get a foul start there. Maurice Green, very relaxed. We noticed the other day when he was in the interviews, our statistician Walter Murphy said, "I've never seen the guy so relaxed. It's as though he has nothing really left to prove." But he says even at his young age, he wants to win more gold medals at World Championships and Olympic Games, wants to set his world record again, improve upon it this year, and that's what drives him. But there's a certain peace about Maurice Green that we have not seen from him in the last 3 years.
And I agree in those interviews, there is a sense of hunger, of still things to do, but it's not eating at him like a man possessed. He's very comfortable when he gets there, and you look at him and you just, man, he is ready to spring.
I'll tell you, there's something that's going to be happening in the sprints that the IAAF, the International Track Federation, is talking about this year, and that's going to a no false start rule, the same we have in high school and college, where if you false start, you're out of the race. The sprinters are vehemently opposed to it. They're circulating a petition. They feel it's unfair. They're going to attempt sort of a dry run with it next week in a meet in Portland, where they will not be allowed any false starts. The IAAF feels that that will stop sprinters trying to guess the gun and get an unfair start.
With a one-and-done rule, you may see fewer world records set, certainly in the 100. And now they're back in the blocks for the men's 100. Set. Well, we get a clean start right now in the middle, and no.
There was some movement at the top of the set position. That was the right thing for the starter to do. It looked like lane 3 to me, maybe Tim Montgomery, who sort of flinched at the top of the set position. We'll take a look at it on a replay and see if we can pick it up. From the right of your screen, you can see actually Sean Crawford in lane 1. Here's what the sprinters don't like. Let's take a look here. Yeah, in lane 2, John Drummond even, who is one of the better starters, maybe the best starter in the world, flinched a little bit. Drummond is really the guy circulating the petition on this false start rule. What he says is that the starters tend to hold them too long. It's very hard and takes a lot of strength to hold in that set position when you've got everything coiled to go straight. Let's take one more look. John Drummond second from the right. It's tough to say. Sean Crawford also rolling out of the blocks down in lane 1 in the white jersey. He feels that when you have a starter that holds them too long, and let's face it, starters have egos as well. They don't want to be guessed. He thinks that it's really unfair. He'd like to see a transition of some kind, maybe more like a swimming start, where if there's one false start, there's a false start in the entire field. Speaking strictly from a television standpoint, I'm in favor of the no false start rule because it does tend to have the meet move along a little more quickly. The guys aren't going to risk being thrown out of the race.
Well, that was a tough one. You might want to call that encroachment. Sean Crawford, John Drummond, both. Tim Montgomery stayed in the blocks, whether he saw something out of the corner of his eye or what, but Maurice Green, I'm sure that's not something he likes to do. It's 3 starts, and they are now back in the blocks.
Starts take a lot of energy, sap the strength of these athletes, especially earlier in the day like this today, and as cool as it is here at Hayward.
Set. This time it is clean, and they are away. And right off the bat in lane 7, Bruce Stern falling behind him. Maurice Green not in the lead right now. And that is somewhat of a surprise as they come to the tape. And it's a lean. Unofficially 9.89 for Jarrett.
I will tell you that it certainly looked to me like Patrick Jarrett jumped the gun. He got really almost too good a start. And I think you're going to hear Maurice Green say at some point, I was certain that they were going to pull that back. Let's take a look at it. There's Patrick Jarrett. You see him with the blonde hair and the white. He appears to get way too good a start there. And I think that we're already seeing Maurice Green not particularly happy about the starter not pulling that back. Look, Green gets a terrible start. He's right there second from the left. Jarrett's not even in the pace. Now here he comes. Drummond on the right is fading. Jarrett right next to him. That's Bernard Williams. And Maurice Green well back. He'd be hard-pressed to get third here. Let's take a look at Maurice Green in lane 4. He had a terrible reaction to the gun. I'm sure he thought that was going to be brought back. He was late into his drive phase. Now he's working much harder than he likes to, unable to really run the kind of race that he likes to run. And Patrick Jarrett, that's a huge upset. The wind well over the allowable, so the 9.89 is going to be a wind-aided time. But Patrick Jarrett, out of nowhere, the winner here at the Prefontaine 100 meters.
Well, it's hard to miss with that blonde hair. Patrick Jarrett out of Jamaica, 23 years of age, 9.89. As you pointed out, it is wind-aided. Let's go down to the third member of our broadcast team, Tim McClune.
Maurice, tell us what happened there at the start.
Well, I didn't start, so, you know, you just have problems in the race. I didn't get a good start, and they got out on me, and I just wasn't able to catch them on the end. It happens, though.
Did you feel it was a clean start? Was it a fair start?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a clean one or not. They didn't call it back, so you got to keep going. And I hesitated a little bit, and I just got caught.
Well, it's very early in the season for you. Are you surprised that you were able to beat today? Is this just part of your development?
Yeah, I'm just getting started. You know, it's early in the morning here, but, you know, I'll be ready when the time comes.
Okay, well,
it's good.
Great for the sport.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Tim. As we look at the official results in the men's 100, it was Patrick Jarrett. As White pointed out, it is wind aided at 9.89. Montgomery gets second. Tim Montgomery out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. And Maurice Green at 9.92 gets third. But Patrick Jarrett, somewhat of a surprise, but he pulls off a great start. A great way to start things here at the Nike Prefontaine Classic in Eugene. And Classic, the official results in the men's 100 is Jarrett, Montgomery, and Maurice Green in third.